Hey everyone, this is Just for 12 here, and we're back in Minecraft on a server called DWO. And for those that are not familiar with that name, this is basically a Doctor Who inspired server. So here we're at the spawn. As you can see, there's different portals. One leads to survival, one leads to games, and the other one is creative. As you can see, we also have the symbol over here, the Gallifrey symbol, and also a small map, custom map of the TARDIS. So let's dive right in and see what they have. So it is a little bit laggy, I noticed, but you also have these other Time Lords statues on either side. This one is Omega from the classic era of the show, and you have, of course, Rassilon. So yeah, these looks are based on the classic era instead of the modern. And if you look up, you can see there's different planets. And also, if you look down, you can also see there's also some other cool details. Looks like the time vortex underneath. And you have some rocks of some sort. You also have some other rooms on either side of here, which lead to the TARDIS plugin. But if when you go in there, it's gonna lag your game a lot, which I'm not gonna do it just yet. First, we're gonna review all these different ones. So we start off with creative. This is also gonna be like a, a slight bit of a tour on this server, which the IP to the server will be in the description below of this video. So you can tell because, oh, and happy holidays too, Merry Christmas. It's actually Christmas Eve today, the 24th. So you can see we have the 15th Doctor in all its glory. And of course, this is how he's gonna appear in the Joy to the World's Christmas special. You have the TARDIS materializing. You also have the character Joy, who is seen, of course, in the trailer. So this is no spoiler. Unless you haven't seen the trailer, then I would recommend watching it on the Doctor Who YouTube channel. Speaking of Doctor Who, some other related news. The second Doctor's episode, Patrick Troughton's last Doctor Who episode, The War Games, which features a regeneration scene, is now in color and has been released. Oh, and so yeah, this is the actor that portrays the second Doctor, Patrick Troughton. And also you have the next actor after him, which is John Pertwee. And of course you have all the other Doctors after them. So this one here is a scene from the 50th anniversary recreated in Minecraft. Apparently, hang on, let me adjust my headset real quick. So apparently there was a rumor going around saying that the curator that's played by Tom Baker, this is actually his TARDIS disguised as the Ender Gallery, according to the show, which is a real museum in the UK. So this is obviously supposed to be the War Doctor's TARDIS. You have the 10th Doctor's TARDIS, and technically 9th, because they both have the same interior. And you also have the 11th Doctor's TARDIS. Along with the Gallifrey Falls No More portrait. And of course you have the bench here. Here on the right you see there's different portals. There's definitely, let's see, 12 portals on each side, or 6 portals on each, but together it's 12. All of these lead up to different areas, either build sets, plots, police boxes, consoles, and other props, ships, and more. So that's it for here. There's also the outside too that you can explore more of. You have all these different paintings. Oh, and this server also has a event called the Yule Ball, which is an event that they had recently on the server. You can see all the players that were there. You also get another picture from the 60th anniversary with the 14th Doctor. And of course, you have the outside view with the different Doctor Who pixel art. But for this video particularly, it's not just going to be a tour, but also a remake of the last two Doctor Who Minecraft videos that I've done uh, this year and also last year as well. So we're going to go ahead and start by doing that. So slash home. Okay, so this one is one I actually liked a lot, the design, because it's definitely reminiscent of the Doctor's home, which was of course Gallifrey, and there was also some significant moments during that planet, which was of course the Time War, when you had the Eighth Doctor who tried to save somebody from their ship getting destroyed, but then of course they failed and they had to the Eighth Doctor regenerates into the next version, which is the War Doctor. But this isn't supposed to be based on any particular TARDIS console. This is just my version of a secondary Time War console that the Doctor would have used in my universe, I guess you would call it. You can see there's a display where I would there's nothing added at the moment, but there will possibly be a statue in it. You also have some of the classic round things that are supposed to represent the classic round things. You also have these two walls designs that are very Greek and Roman inspired. You also have these red banners here. This almost looks like giving you Colosseum vibes if you think about it, because you have the seats here. You have the watching the audience have have the audience watch the gladiators fights in the arena. So it's kind of interesting how that's almost inspired off that. You also get the Gallifrey Seal of Rassilon symbol as well, with this nice detailed frame that fits with the setting. You of course have the console, which if you fly up a little bit, you can see it sort of also has the Gallifrey shape insignia as well. You also have the different levers here, some compasses and some lights. And you of course have the time motor as well, with this nice attachments here that I added. And of course, obviously, the floor also has the Gallifrey symbol. Now, obviously, this is a work in progress. As you can see here, this is another hallway door frame area that you can see. There's also a path here that would lead into other areas in the TARDIS. You can also see I tried to recreate the first Doctor's TARDIS a little bit, just to get an idea of how it would look using bone blocks. You also get some of these round things using smooth sandstone, which is smooth. Let me actually turn off the chats really quick so it doesn't distract anyone. Okay, so the smooth sandstone. Yep, the smooth sandstone you can see here. I also used some natural blocks, so you have the mushroom stem, and you of course have the andesites, and then you have the other blocks as well that you would find in survival. And you have a bit of the round things as well here too. So that's it for this design. We're gonna move on to the next one, which is the second TARDIS design. And you can see here, um, this is definitely inspired from the 14th and 15th Doctor's TARDIS. So you can see here, I have another design of the console with different controls, different monitors, custom heads, lever switches, the railings, and these two are supposed to mimic what the first Doctor's TARDIS had, the 1960s console design. It had these like huge compass-like controls that you place both of your hands on, and it's supposed to activate the TARDIS. You also have this a almost a survival station over here. We can craft storage space and also cooks ores or food. You also have a table area. You also got a monitor with some nice architecture aspects to it. Some like columns and also some lights covered with banners. You also have a display area here that has nothing at the moment, but there can always be something to add later on. You of course have another Gallifrey symbol here on display too. We go downstairs, and you can see I added some other natural blocks. So you have these birch, smooth, oh, okay, so the stripped birch wood, more of the smooth sandstone material. You also have some white concrete as well. So we're gonna keep walking, and you can see here there's a lot of quartz and the quartz pillars. And also you can see what's underneath the TARDIS as well, or the console. So that's basically it for the bottom part. You also have some of the railings that are seen from the 12th Doctor's TARDIS in the show. And the 11th Doctor also had the 12th Doctor's TARDIS as well, but in a blue-greenish color design. So that is basically, and you also have additional round things as well in different sizes. You have big ones, small ones, and a couple of windows on either side. Okay, so far that's off to a good start. The next design we have is this one. That was one I found in the TARDIS TARDIS forms. I remember the picture, but I don't remember the user that created it, but I will find their name and mention it if I find it. So this is more of a display purpose. You can see I added, there's some stairs that lead up to it. You have a scanning tracking system. You see there's different levers. There's also some doors that's supposed to lead into other rooms as well. A empty storage space too. And you also have some plastic doors that lead into the TARDIS. This was an interesting block to use because it's supposed to mimic the 9th and 10th Doctor's railings. The 9th and 10th Doctor's TARDIS had like these railings on the floor, or these grates on the floor where you walk, and it makes these like loud clanging noises. But that's it for that design. And of course, the next one here we have is the other one that is also inspired by the 60th anniversary. And it's also inspired by the 12th Doctor's TARDIS as well. You can see a better looking design of the round things. You also have some more round things shaped, or more like square things. And you also have this corridor that leads to another part of the TARDIS as well, on either sides. And you also have this interesting snowflake-like design for the floor. I would say this is also inspired by the Ruth Fugitive Doctor's TARDIS as well, because her TARDIS is basically, which it also, some fans have speculated that it connects to the season 6B theory about the second Doctor regenerating into not just the third Doctor, but also the Fugitive Doctor, which that's what they're calling it. She has no exact number, but she did appear in the 13th Doctor's episode as well. Fugitive of the Jadoon, which is in series. It's one of the later series of the show, but of course it's after Peter Capaldi's run as the 12th Doctor. So obviously, that's it for this design. Now we're gonna move on to these other works that I've created. So I was basically just coming up with random console ideas. These two are just like the rough sketches that I did. This is a more accurate representation of the 1960s Hartnell, Troughton, and also Pertwee console. You can see inside the Time Rotor has this thing. It had this sort of basket shape thing which I tried to replicate on the chainmail chest plate. And it did have that sort of had these like small sphere like microphone like features inside the rotor as well. I'm not exactly specific on that because I don't know the exact name that they use, but this is basically what you see in the show. Also, I'm using Optifine so you can see more of the light. I'm using a sonic screwdriver, which is a blaze rod that has some light from the Optifine mod that I'm using, so you can see get a clearer view of the inside. You also have the controls as well, and you also have those two big compass-like features that were seen in the show. And then, of course, I did a smaller version of that, and there's some other different designs of that console as well. There's also this one too. So yeah, like I said, this is just I try to come up with different designs that were not done by previous Minecraft Whovians before. I know on YouTube there's a lot of different Minecraft Doctor Who creators that want to come up with different console designs and different police box exteriors, which I have here too. This one uses an invisible armor stand, so it actually looks like how it is in the show. This is supposed to replicate the hold to open sign, and you have this nether rock. Or actually, I don't know what this one is called. Oh, fireworks star. That's supposed to replicate the St. John ambulance design. Some of this is also inspired by the classic era of the show. So you have this one, this light blue, that's very reminiscent of the Third Doctor's. The Third Doctor's TARDIS was more of a light blue. If you watched some of the earlier episodes with Jo Grant when she was his companion. Also, definitely the 1980s TARDIS to the Peter Davidson, Colin Baker, and Sylvester McCoy design. You also have a shorter roof design here that I added. You also have this gray out, almost black and white TARDIS. And you also have these other three TARDIS color designs. This one actually incorporates more of the new wood block materials for Minecraft. You can see I'm using the high wood block and the warped planks to create this nice color balance. You also have these different round thing wall designs as well. There's this one here, and of course the one behind it. You also have this other design here as well, and these two here. This is actually from the TARDIS plugin, which I can show you right now. So this is based on the fugitive doctor's interior that was seen in the show. It's basically supposed to replicate the Hartnell and Troughton TARDIS interior. I may go back and just change some stuff of it, but overall this is the basic design. And you can go downstairs and there's some more areas to explore. Okay. So I guess that marks off from that. Let me go back to this one. Okay. This is a really good design that I like too. So that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel and want to see more content like this or Steam related games, make sure to like the video, share it, comment, and subscribe. And I'll always try to upload as much content as possible. So make sure to hit the bell notifications to be alerted whenever there's a new video by me. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.